here we go. We're going to start this online seminar with Ms. Shivani Sharma. Let me just call her to our stage. So Shivani, can we have you with us today?
Hi everyone.
Welcome Shivani to this online seminar. Thank you so much for making your time amongst a very, very busy schedule to take part in this guest seminar. Thank you so much for your accepting our invitation.
Hello everyone. Thank you so much to you all. You have attended this seminar. Thank you all of you.
All right, fantastic. So our 318 scorer is here today to, help you guys basically with one most important factor, the time management factor, which is what we'll be discussing in detail in this seminar. But before that, I would like to have a small round of introduction. So, Shivani, can you please introduce yourself to the audience now?
Yeah. I am a working professional in cognizant technology solutions, as all of you know, and I have done my engineering from Bhilai Institute of Technology, Durg, which is in Chhattisgarh, and I have done my schooling from Delhi Public School. And right now, I gave my GRE on 18th May 2016, and I secured 380, secured 157 in verbal and 161 in quants, and my AWA score was 4 out of 6. And I gave my TOEFL also. I secured 113 out of 120 in TOEFL. And right now I'm applying for my universities. Like I'm in the process of drafting my SOP, LOR and other stuff.
Fantastic. 113, 120 on TOEFL. That ought to be a huge advantage for you in your profile. Very glad to hear that, Shivani. In fact, most of you guys in the audience would be surprised by that score. All right. So, guys, I can see so many questions. So, Hans Raj has a question for you, Shivani. He wants to know, are you targeting the spring 17 or the fall 17?
Hi, Hans Raj. I'm targeting for fall 2017.
All right, so fall 17 is the answer, Hansraj. Hope that clarifies it. Very fantastic, guys. See, you can ask any questions you would like to our guest right now. As a course, I'll pick up questions and give it across to our guest. If your questions is not being answered, please do not mind. We'll take up all your questions at the end of the seminar and answer it in one go. All right, so don't worry about that. We'll ensure all your questions are answered by the end of the seminar. All right, so Sandeep, I think Sandeep wants to know what is the score of our guest. I think that's on your screen right now. Her GRE score is 318. All right, so Shivani, before we just jump,
I think I forgot to mention my TOEFL split ups. Reading, listening, and speaking, I got 29 out of 30, and in writing, I got 26 out of 30. I forgot these split ups.
All right, fantastic. So I guess that gives you enough clarity on how much of score she has get. So Raj Mishra says, congratulations on your good score, Shivani. All right, so I can see more and more congratulations. All right, so amazing, says Nikita.
Thank you, Nikita.
All right. Fantastic, Shivani. Fantastic. So, in fact, we're also proud of that, and that's the reason you're here for this guest seminar to give you others also your share of knowledge in terms of the GRE journey. Before we just jump to the serious part of this seminar, we would like to have just a ice-breaking session. So, Shivani, can you tell us a little about your college memories? What was your college memories like? I believe you did your graduation from Bhilai Institute of Technology, right? So,
yeah.
Can you tell us a little about how was your college was?
Yeah, my college was actually very cool in terms of IT branch students. They were very cool. Electronics communication students. I was from electrical and electronics engineering department, and we had to study a lot. We all know, like in electrical electronics, we have this power system analysis also. We have digital communication systems also, everything. So apart from studies, I also took part in extracurricular activities. I also went for national service scheme and other things. Apart from that, I always tried to pursue something, like whether it was GATE or something. And overall, the college life was very balanced. Along with fun, we used to have studies also and extracurricular also. So everything was balanced college life.
Fantastic, Shivani. Very, very glad to hear that. So, work experience. So you're working in a cognizant technology right now, Shivani. So how crucial was work experience for your, just journey? Like, how was your work experience like? What was working in office? Because you studied in Bhilai Institute of Technology and then you had to come back to Chennai to work in CTS. Yeah. What was that transition like?
Yeah, see, I was given my offer letter and I was posted to Chennai. So my training and my projects and everything happened in Chennai. So it was fine. Like I didn't have any preconceptions about Chennai. But one thing during the academy, like during the training sessions, like I'm from mainframe technology. So that is little bit primitive and different kind of technology. But during our academy sessions, training sessions, I used to have normal feeling like, okay, it's like college only. But as I progressed, I went into project, I started. So it was a real time experience. Okay, you can never underestimate work experience ever. So now I feel like if I would have gone for MBA or MTech directly after my college, like it would have been like I might have been missing something. So what I would suggest that even people should go for some internship or something, some professional experience must be there, because that will be a real time application of your knowledge and everything.
All right. So your work experience kind of molded you for what you are right now, going for an MS in terms of the industry that you mentioned. So
Yes.
fantastic. I think that pretty much covers about what we discussed in work experience. So next question from our side, Shivani, is your hobbies. So what are your hobbies like? Because when I talk to our students and tell them she's a 320 scorer, they have this belief that you must be a geek or you must be only a techie, something like that. So we just want to break that stereotype. So what was your hobbies like?
The usual one, reading novels. Everyone has that hobby, I think. Like most of the people have that
Yeah.
hobby. That is a common hobby. But one thing which I'm paranoid, like I'm fanatic about, is net surfing. Okay, I am like, means I watch back to back YouTube videos. I Google a lot. Like anything happens, I will Google it. Google is the solution of every problem for me. So like how to boil eggs. Like on the day of GRE, when on the morning of GRE, my slot was 9 a.m. slot, and I didn't boil eggs ever. So what I typed the first thing in the morning is how to boil eggs in Google. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is like
Okay.
I surf everything, and GREH, I also came up to GREH by googling stuff only, like how to get, like what are the free resources available online for GRE. That's how I get to this institute.
All right, fantastic. So your hobby actually helped in you find you a treasure for you that will help you in your GRE preparations. Good to see that. So the next part, we'll jump to the little business end of things. So why did you choose to pursue an MS in US? A lot of people have many questions in terms of this. So you told me you had mentioned about GATE also when you discussed your introduction part. So what was that made you shift to this MS in US? Why do you want to pursue that?
See, from the very beginning, I had this thing in my mind that I will go for higher education for sure. So when I was in college, like in college also, my score was pretty fine. So I always thought that technical part of mine is also sound. So I should go for MTech. But then like it was not that much good. And in the meanwhile, like in my eighth semester, I got offer letter from Cognizant. So I took that option, that let's get work experience and then try for MBA. The MBA, because like there are other skills required for MBA. It is totally different from MTech then. But by the time I was giving MBA, like I was preparing for some MBA exams in 2015, when I reached near December, like it was about to like snap, I had to fill forms for snap exam. I just realized that the Symbiosis Institutes, like the fee structure is 25 lakhs approx. So this thing just came to my mind, like if I'm investing so much money, so why not invest little bit more money and get your degree from US? Then for the field which I chose for US is like for my MS in the US was MIS. MIS because it is a blend of both technical as well as the managerial position, managerial side. So I can also use the technical things which I have developed over time, and I can also enhance my managerial skills. So, and yeah, means your prospects become better when you are going for a higher education. That too, in US, you will get a multitude of opportunities there as compared to in India. You might be overworked here, and you will take 5 to 6 years to reach where you want to go. Like if you want to be a project manager or a manager, some people even take 9 to 10 years to get there in an IT industry. Some people take that. So but if you want to climb high, you have to work harder, and you have to get into a better condition, in a better position. So that's what I did, and then I decided to do MS in the US.
All right, fair enough. That I think answers your the question very, very clearly. So you had an idea of doing MBA, and slowly you realized that much more better opportunities are there in the MS in the US, given the fact you have a very strong technical side as well. So Shivani, which is the stream that you would be specializing in? So that next question is, which stream would you like to specialize in when you go abroad for your higher education?
Yeah, the stream is MIS, as I told previously, Management Information System. It is a blend of managerial as well as technical side of IT industry. Like you will be driving an industry with your technological skills as well as your managerial skills. So yeah, I'm very much interested in that field, and even in my work culture, like what I work right now, it includes that prospect. Like it includes MIS, what I'm currently working in.
So that's fantastic opportunity. Every work experience is helping you, along in your profile building process, right?
Yeah. Correct.
All right.
That's what.
Fair enough. Now, that being said, the next thing I want to ask you is, initially when you started applying, like when you are in the application process right now, so students are always confused. They have this sort of dream university that you wish to apply, but they also are not sure which university to apply for, right? So when you started your GRE journey, what was the dream universities you had in mind, and what are the universities that you are applying right now?
Yeah, even before I joined, even before I started my GRE preparation, I always my dream university was TAMU, Texas A&M University for MIS. The reason is it is a very good university. Like I think it ranks 11th. In any case, we should not look at the rank. We should go by the stream it offers, like the opportunities it offers, and it is very good. Mays Business School is amongst like top business schools, and the curriculum of that school for MIS is it is more towards managerial side as compared to technical side. So if you are, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any coding, but it is lesser as compared to the managerial part. If you will go for University of Cincinnati, I guess there is a technical part more as compared to the managerial part. So yeah, Texas A&M University is my dream university. Even when I'm applying for it, it is ambitious for a 318 score, but still I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I want that university. Other universities are University of Illinois at Chicago, then University of Arizona, and Carnegie Mellon University. It's a private university, and University of South Florida. It comes under safe category for my profile, and there is Sunny Buffalo, State University of New York at Buffalo.
All right, fantastic. In fact, we are also keeping our fingers crossed that you will be able to get that dream admit of TAMU. In fact, we'll be very, very proud of that if you're able to get that. We'll be all our pleasure to do that. All right. So, your future in terms of after you finish your MS, let's say you get into TAMU, what is that holds for you? Because a lot of people are not very aware of what happens next. So, is there any plan that you have in mind, Shivani?
Yeah. See, MIS is a field, it is not a research-based field. Like if you are very much looking into RA or TA, there are less chances of it for such kind of scholarships for research, etc. Because it is not a research field. It is more for your what to say, to enhance your career opportunities. Okay, so as soon as you get out of that college, and believe me, TAMU is one of the institute which is like return on investment. So its fees is very less, but the opportunities which you will get, the average salary, you can also check it on Google. So it is very good. Average salary is very good. So my main motivation after MS is to get a higher package. Obviously, every one of us want that. So to get a good reputed company, and I want to do MIS in project management. So to get into a reputed company and yes, get a good package, that is the most important thing actually. So yeah, that's what.
All right, fair enough. So I think that effectively conveys why you want to do an MIS, to be settled much more earlier and try the executive positions much earlier in your age,
Yes.
which is a dream for most of the students as well right now. Fantastic. So let's just begin the GRE preparations part without any further ado. We are already getting a lot of students asking about GRE questions now. So Shivani, in terms of your GRE preparation, so when did you start? When was that you decided, okay, I have to go for a GRE? And what is a rough timeline that you follow? Can you give us a rough run through on that?
Yeah, I will tell it very briefly since it goes long back, but even then I'll tell very briefly. Yeah, so actually I just heard about GRE when I was in my first year actually. okay, that's fine. Then I again heard about it when I was in my third year, and I heard it so much about it that I bought a Barron's book, though I never studied from it in 2013. So after that, okay, things went as like that, and finally, when I in 2015 November, etc., I just I just decided. We all means many people, like we were discussing, and I decided that I would go for GRE, and I started learning little bit of vocabulary and other stuff from January onwards. But it was very like not very sincerely or seriously. Um, so I will give that the time frame in which I have really studied hard for GRE is 2 months, from 19th March till 17th May. That's it. This is the time frame in which I studied for GRE. Like actually, I started little bit of vocabulary and these things in January 2016, but the real preparation I started from 19th March till the 16th May, 16th 17th May, because I wanted to give GRE in the previous half of the year, so that if I don't get a good score, I will try again for the MBA exams in the later half of the year. So that was the plan, overall plan.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. So that's a more planned approach towards your oral career. It's very, very good to have that. I think being a working professional, that comes along with you, right? Being a very professional about it. So the next question, I saw a hell lot of working professionals in the audience today, Shivani. So being a working professional, what do you prefer for students as well, for that matter of fact? Do you go for an online or an offline method of preparation? Because you've tried your hand on both. Can you share your comments on that?
Yeah, I will undoubtedly go for online preparation for sure, because as I said, I prepared for many other exams also, like GATE, for MBA. I prepared for both. In both of them, I used to go for classroom coachings and these things. See, it is very exhausting, especially like when I said for MBA exams. Even for that, I joined few coaching centers, just going to their seminars, etc. That was very exhausting. Like we only get Saturday, Sundays off. Like sometimes even Saturdays are not off, and then you are going to a location somewhere, and then you're taking bus, you are going there, and you are sitting there for 4 hours, then coming home, then you have to do self study. So it's very exhausting. So for working professionals, especially, I will suggest online method as compared to offline for sure.
All right. So in this journey, where did you come across GREH per se?
Yeah, I was Googling one day for free resources online.
All right. So, yeah.
Free resources online for GRE, because I just realized in January end that I'm going nowhere. If I'll study like 10 words every day, it is not going to get me a good score. So I was there are some, if you'll Google like free resources of GRE, something like that, you will get some text completion mock test, something like that you will get. In that particular site, there was written test where you stand 310, 320, 330, 40. So I wanted to test that, so I just went to that link, and I gave my credentials, like my Gmail ID, everything. And then next day onwards, I got a call from GREedge. Hi Shivani, did you register for our program or something, like you filled this questionnaire and everything. So that's how I found GREedge. And when I mentioned, like in 2013, I bought Barron's book, which I didn't study. I studied it on in 2016. So when I opened it in 2016, I saw on the cover page of Barron's 2013 edition GREedge advertisement. So these are the ways I got to know about GREedge.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. So moving on from this part, the next question I think a lot of students wants to know is to understand what were the major challenges you faced while you were preparing for your GRE. Yes, time management happens to be one. How did you find these challenges and what did you do for that?
Okay, during GRE preparation, most important was time management. Not only like managing work and studies, that is different thing altogether. But even while studying, even while preparation, whether it's quants or it's verbal, I used to face tremendous problem in time management. I would always get out of time and I will panic, and out of anxiety, I will give all the wrong answers to the subsequent questions. So the only thing which I did, the most important thing was practice. You will hear it everywhere. Like if you will practice, you will gain more confidence. So when I used to practice, I used to make different strategies. Like whenever I'll practice something, for example, I'm practicing reading comprehension, and obviously it is going wrong. So the next time when I'll give a test or when I'll study it again, before that I will go through some YouTube videos like how to read fast. Like I knew that I'm not reading fast and effectively. So how to read fast? Some videos I will go through. Some of the PDF which will be given by my counselors, verbal counselor. I will be reading that PDF, and then I will apply my own strategy. Like first skim the paragraph, and then get the idea, and then all these things, and then I will apply these strategies in my next test or something. So every time I will try with a different strategy, improvising it every time. So yeah, that's how I like overcame this huge problem of mine, one of the time management problem. And another thing, like whenever I'll give the test or anything, I would get panicked because of the timer. Like this many minutes are left, and that will make me very much panicky. So out of anxiousness, I will get everything wrong. So I will just hide the timer. Means I will have this idea, rough idea that timer is ticking there, but I will not look at the timer at all. And then when I have finished like 15, 16 questions, then I'll see, okay, like this is the time left, and I will revise some of the questions in which I was doubtful again.
All right, so simply hiding the timer per se made you realize that you didn't get anxious, because the core problem for students is that moment they look at there are only 5 minutes available, they start to, the panic gets to them and they start to make everything wrong. So simple mega hiding of the schedule, you just cracked one particular problem of yours, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It is one of
All
the
right,
most
so
basic. Yeah.
study plan per se. So how efficient was the study plan that you had? Is there a study plan that you had?
Yes, as I said, all of you, I said to all of you that the another day, my like when I joined GREH, just another day, my counselor called me. Just another day, like I was feeling like, okay, it's an online coaching, like they will take their own time. Once I have registered, who cares? Something like that. But they contacted me just another day, both of my SFAs, my verbal and quant SFA, and they asked me how much time I can devote, and they gave me a personalized study plan. Okay, and it was totally how much time I told them, like in weekends I can give any number of hours, and in weekdays I have a limit of 3 to 4 hours only. So they devised one study plan, and in the dashboard you will always see tasks. Like there will be tasks. Like this you have to, there are two pending sections of verbal, there is one pending session of quant, etc, etc. So yeah, so that will help me a lot. Like see, I did not have the time to collect all the material for GRE and to make a timetable and go everything by my own. No, for that I joined GREedge. So they gave me the relevant materials, they gave me the timetable how to follow it, and I used to follow it religiously every day.
All right, fair enough. So I think that kind of gives you an index on what to do every day, a very clear plan on having track your progress as well. So I think that's one thing you can say. If you had some tips, like 3 to 4 tips that you believe from your journey in the GRE score of 318, what is that tips that you will tell these guys?
Yeah, first and foremost tip which I'll say is be very much focused. Okay, do not give a GRE exam in the way that you just want to go to US, or giving GRE exam because it is easy as compared to other exams. It is not. In the beginning you will feel like that, even I used to feel like that, but if you will seriously start preparing for it, you will understand that it's not that easy. Like getting a score of above 300, it's fine. Like people can get a score of above 300, but getting a score of 320 and above is really challenging. Okay, and for you that you need to work hard. Secondly, I have seen many people, even I used to have this problem, that when we start something, we start it with full enthusiasm and vigor, like okay, we are going to do it. As time passes, we become very lenient and we lose our enthusiasm and we stop trying for it. Okay, don't do that. The most important thing which helped me, this is a very important tip, persevere. Okay, show perseverance, like till the end. you have to think whatever you are doing right now, that will proportionally yield result in the end, for sure. So when you will get a score of 318, 320, you will yourself feel that you are at the hall of fame or something. Okay, seriously, you will feel very good because you have given effort for it. And tips are general tips. Very rare means very basic tip will be follow your study plan. Like if you have given 4 hours to your SFAs, you have told them that you will study 4 hours, study for 4 hours. And when I said that even if you have completed the tasks which are there in dashboard, go for wordbot. Like go to your wordbot application, revise vocabulary, or go to YouTube, find strategies like what is GRE, how to go by for GRE. Because listening to more people, you will select some strategies and you will employ them, and then you will improvise them. So that is the summary of all the tips I want to give to all the audience here. Very pretty and good audience.
So Shivani, to come back to what we were discussing, in fact, thank you so much for being a fantastic guest throughout this online show. You've been very patient answering each one of your questions in a very intense manner. Thank you so much for that.
Thanks to you for making me a guest in this seminar, and thanks to all the audience who listened to me and tolerated my detailed explanations for everything. Thank you very much. Thank you, all of you.
Alright, so thank you so much guys for being a fantastic audience. It's a huge pleasure interacting with such a interactive audience. I had fun. I'm pretty sure Shivani also had fun. Thank you so much everyone. So until I see you in the upcoming seminars, this is Vishnu signing off. A very good evening and take care guys.
Thank you.